Carvings in the sunstone. Brush away the dust. The gods welcome you. Swipe away to brush the dust on the wall. I'll read this as Head Onion. Tezcatlipoca. Location: a museum in New Mexico City. Exhibition hall: Tezcatlipoca Gallery. The Aztec god Tezcatlipoca, the smoking mirror, ruled as the first sun, a trickster god. Tezcatlipoca embodied conflict and change. He often changed his appearance and summoned illusions to beguile, test, or destroy people. He was known to play tricks on royalty, bringing entire dynasties to their end. This capricious god of the first sun emitted only a dim light, up until he was struck from the sky by Quetzalcoatl. In anger, Tezcatlipoca transformed into a jaguar to devour the people. This relief is a replica of the original wall carving. Note that the obsidian mirror placing his right foot is not an error. Depictions of Tezcatlipoca use symbolic imagery in place of his foot, which he used as bait to subdue the giant monster Cipatli. Okay, I have 2 ideas now for the next patch in terms of meme videos. We got Coco, and now we also have Road to El Dorado, because that Jaguar transformation reminded me of like the climax of that movie. Kind of poetic. I'll read this as Zima. Did your history begin with myths or with agriculture? The second sun rose, but then the wind came. A storm devoured the sun and blew Quetzalcoatl from the sky. The wind stopped, no longer trapped in the wind. You became bound to agriculture instead. Yes, the storm destroyed the blazing sun, but it also anchored you to the scorching lands. Crops became not only your foods, but also the foundation of calendars and metaphors for society itself. You and your brothers and sisters lived and died by these crops. Your mind absorbed knowledge of weaving, refining, and writing. Your body learns to farm, to battle, and to innovate. Your soul planted a civilization, both glorious and heavy. And next one here. Huh. Oh, it's 2 people. Okay. I guess I'll read this as Lawrence Butterfly for 1. And let's go Verity for the other. No, actually, there's someone else. Okay, 1 more change. I'll read this as Ulu instead. I'm so glad you accepted my invitation to this important academic exchange. How should I address you? Why do you ask? You're not my people. I am who I am. I am the rain and life. Alright, a rain of fire destroyed the world you nourished. Does this mean there was a critical failure in your career as a manager of the eras? While the rain of fire burnt my people's flesh and crops, it was merely part of the cycle of balance. So, you accept destruction as the price for maintaining the balance? Perhaps. An interesting perspective. What advice would you give to people who became butterflies and were reborn? I would advise them to become creatures that can hold water, whether it be tears, blood, or molten metal, and accept the cycle once more. Yeah, I wonder who that's supposed to be, actually. I don't think that's anyone we know. I'm gonna go with Nautica for this one. Day 4. After 4 Ethel. I may be the last chronicler of this world. That goddess of the jade skirt and shawl, deity of all rivers and lakes, her tears in the past have become today's flood. Temples, cornfields, stone houses. Everything was swallowed in an instant by the deluge of water rushing into the valley. I was lucky. The goddess left me a canoe. Although wave after wave has tried to engulf this little boat, it remains afloat. Night has fallen. On the water's surface, there's something glimmering in the moonlight. As I look closer, I realize they're people. No, fish. Their skin shimmers with scales. Their hands flatten into fins. Their feet fuse into tails. The people have transformed into fish. They leap from the water, offering their respects to the living. I raise my hand in return. The fourth sun destroyed the world, but I was spared in the end. Tremble, tremble before her sorrow. Okay, last one. Yeah, let's read it in this voice.
When I saw you, you were standing on a road carpeted with marigolds. The stained glass window overhead reflected the warm light of countless homes, my lord. Children danced around you with sugar skulls in hand. You held a brush dipped in glaze, painting an image of Tonatsu onto your beloved Tacho Quinzo. You and I live beneath the fifth sun, my lord. The world's movement continues tearing old rifts open and creating new fractures. The earthquakes may never stop, but will they be this world's end? It is hard to say. In truth, the world exists in eternal chaos, forever constructing and deconstructing, gathering and splitting apart. Perhaps your mission is to keep walking this road towards destruction, praying the glaze never dries, my lord. For the world is still growing, and we must leave behind more unfinished works to keep creating joy in our lives.
Yep. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, as I send you off. And just want you guys to keep in mind and remember that Decaf NVIDIA is Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial Share Alike 4.0 International License. Off you get.
You can ring my bell, ring my bell.